Hi, this is SJ Talks on Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. Um, I wanted to clear something up about, I wanted to clear up some misconceptions about decentering men. Because I did a video, when I find it, I'll try to link it up to this one, about decentering men. Lots of female content creators here on YouTube have been talking about decentering men. More and more women are embracing singleness, and the 4B movement is on the rise. Originally started in Korea, but it's on the rise here in the United States. American women have gotten wind of it, and you know, lots of women are considering that. More and more women are embracing singleness, are deciding to forego dating, marriage, children. Um, the women that have children are foregoing marriage and dating, and lots of women are starting to practice celibacy as well. They're throwing celibacy in the mix as well. So I'm loving that. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm loving that for women. I'm loving that for women. Um, you know, and so lots of female content creators, including myself, have been talking about decentering men. But I just think there's some misconceptions out there, um, especially in the manosphere. The manosphere has some misconceptions about decentering women, decentering men, and the 4B movement. Um, Guys have been coming on TikTok sounding off about there's some misconceptions about the 4B movement. Men, they keep thinking that they keep thinking it's about them. They keep thinking that when women are making these decisions to do these things, that they keep thinking that it's about them. In other words, they keep thinking that it's a it's a strategic thing on our part to I don't know, manipulate them into, I don't know if that's the word I want to use, manipulate them into doing, or I don't know, trying to, they think that we're doing that to try to change them, to get some type of change out of them. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is that they think we're doing it to get some kind of change out of them, because men are starting to come forth and express that on TikTok. They're trying to say that women are doing the 4B movement because um, that we're wanting them to change in some type of way. They always think that everything is about them, because a lot of men are having a hard time believing that women can actually be happy and content being at peace, and at peace being single. They have a hard time believing that. They can't seem to wrap their mind around it. They can't seem to wrap their mind around. I had to leave for me. I lost my train of thought. But they have a hard time wrapping their mind around the fact that women can actually be happy, content, and peace. At peace, women can actually be, because they say statistically, single women are happier. Single women are happier than single men. And men, they're having the hardest time wrapping their mind. They just can't believe that. They just cannot believe that women are actually okay with being single. There's a lot of women actually okay with being single. They just can't believe it. I don't think they want to believe it. They don't want to believe it because they want us to center our whole world around them. They want women to center their whole world, our whole world around them. And when we don't center our whole world around them, then, something got to be wrong with us. Something ain't right. Something got to be wrong with us, or, it's got to be, they must be bitter. They think it's an agenda. They think it's the 4B movement, the centering men and all that. they think that we're doing it. They think it's some type of agenda behind it. They think that we're doing it. We're being strategic and trying to do it to get some change out of them, or trying to get back at them for something. And that is that is not the reason why women are doing that. So I was thinking about that, and I just wanted to. I said, you know what, that needs to be cleared up. And I know I'm a rinky-dink YouTuber. Sometimes I get good hits on my videos, but go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and share it. So I don't know how many people this is going to really get, that this message is going to really get out to. But like I said, if you go ahead and share this video. So I just feel the need to come on here and clear up some misconceptions, because the number one misconception is that women are doing this, the centering men and 4B movement. Women are doing it out of some type of bitterness, because we're bitter. We've been burnt too many times, because a lot of younger women, and that's another thing. That's another misconception, that it's all older women. It's all women over 50 or 40 that, we didn't been burnt. We coming from a place of bitterness and pain, and this is the reason why we're doing it. But a lot of younger women are starting to do this. There's a lot of younger women that's coming on TikTok and YouTube talking about decentering men. And I'm really happy to see that. I'm loving this for women of all races and all ages. They're talking about decentering men. They're talking about the 4B movement. They're talking about foregoing motherhood. That, that's not good for the birth rates, but they're not caring. Women are not caring about that. They're talking about foregoing motherhood, dating, marriage, and a lot of women are actually starting to embrace celibacy as well. They're foregoing it all. And that is the biggest misconception, that women are doing it from a place of bitterness. That we didn't been burnt, we didn't been hurt, so we're bitter, and that's the reason why we're writing off men. No, because like I said in my other video that I did, that men have work to do. I'm gonna tag that one and this one too. That when I said in that video, women are doing the work. We're doing the work. We're drawing closer to God. A lot of us are doing the work, especially us older women. We're drawing closer to God. We're seeking therapy. We're doing everything we can. If we've had some bad relationships in the past, we're doing the work to heal. We're doing the work to try to come to a peaceful place, and a healing place. So we're doing the work. A lot of us women are doing the work, okay? But the problem is the men are not doing the work. And you can tell by the black femicide rates being on 10, the domestic violence rates for black women is through the roof. Men are punching women out at random, and when women reject their advances, they cannot deal with rejection, so they attack the woman. So you can tell and now they're starting to attack the children. They're starting to take things out on the children. So you can tell by the way men are moving out here. You can tell by the way men are moving out here, that particularly black men, that they're not doing the work. They're not drawing a closer relationship with God. They're not doing a self-examination. They're not examining their own hearts. They're not seeking therapy if they need to. Even medication. Some of them might need some meds. Okay? They're not doing the work. They're not trying to do what they need to do to fix themselves. Fix whatever you got going on. If you feel like you need to attack a woman, or hit a woman, or abuse a woman, you need to fix that. That's a serious problem, and you need to fix it. If you feel the need to verbally bash women and humiliate women on social media, you need to fix that. You have some mental and emotional problems, and you need to fix that. And you feel the need to Every time you get into a relationship, control women, to control that woman, to mentally and physically abuse that woman. You need to fix that. There's something going on with you. You need to fix that. So a lot of the men are not doing the work. They're not doing the work. They're not taking a self-evaluation and they're not examining their own hearts. Because it's too much that men are doing out here. Men are doing too much. Women, there's too many women that are being abused, particularly black women. And look at the things that's going on in our communities. You can tell that it don't take a rocket scientist to see that men are not doing the work. They're not doing the work. Lots of women, more women are doing the work to try to heal or whatever from past traumas or whatever the situation is like that. A lot of us are trying to do the work. But the problem is that a lot of the men are not doing the work. You know? And so that's what I'm saying is that this is not coming from a place of bitterness. For most women that are coming to that, it's not coming from a place of bitterness. Each and every woman has their own reasons as to why they are foregoing dating, are foregoing marriage. Some women are foregoing children. All women have their reasons for doing it. And a lot of times it's not, it might be a small percentage of women that it might be coming from a bitter place, but that just means that that woman needs to do the work. That just means that that woman needs to heal. Okay. But a lot of women, especially, I can tell by the commentary. I can tell by, the women signing off on TikTok, the women signing off on YouTube. I can tell by the commentary, by the way the women are talking, that it's not coming from bitterness. Okay, that it's coming from a place. Like I said, every woman have their own reasons for doing that. 4B, decentering men. And decentering men is not, and 4B is not coming from a bitter place. We're not doing it to try to get back at men or whatever the situation is. We're doing that for ourselves. Men told us to choose better. Isn't that what you guys told us to do? You told us to choose better, so we're choosing ourselves. You said go ahead and choose better. Okay, you told us to do that, so that's what we're doing. We're choosing ourselves. We're choosing God. We're choosing ourselves. Okay? So that's what a lot of us are choosing. We choose to focus on ourselves. Because y'all told us to choose better. Ain't that what y'all told us to do? Well, that's what we're doing. And sometimes that means choosing ourselves. Sometimes that means choosing God. It ain't about a man. Okay? So there's a rise in lonely men, and I think a lot of men are afraid that they're going to be alone because the rise in the lonely men. Yes, a lot of men are afraid that they're going to be alone. They're scared of this 4B movement. They're scared of women decentering. They don't want us to decenter men. They don't want us the 4B movement to happen because they're afraid of being alone. So I want to clear up that misconception. Women are doing that for themselves. We're doing that. We're doing it for ourselves, to focus on ourselves. It's not about being bitter or hating men. We're not doing it because we hate men. I love men. You ought to see me when I see a cute man. He's cute, I love men. I love everybody. I don't hate men. I love men. I really love black men. But I want black men to do better. I'm going to keep it 100. If y'all not doing right, I'm going to call y'all out on it. I love both of my sons, but if they're not doing right, I'm going to call them out on it. Okay? I'm going to call them out on it. I love both of my sons. But if there's something that they're not doing right, I'm going to let them know and I'm going to call them out. So if I'm calling you out about something, if I'm addressing something, a serious issue that's going on in the black community, if I'm addressing a serious issue about black men or what black men are doing, it's not coming from a hateful place. I'm not saying it because I hate black men. I'm saying it that because this is something that needs to be addressed. And I'm calling these particular black men that are doing this out. Not all black men, but I'm calling those particular black men out on it. Because I'm kind of tired of every time I talk about an issue, a serious issue like femicide or something like that, something that a percentage of black men are doing, that I gotta be accused of hating black men. You know, I don't hate black men. I love black men. But I'm going to need you guys to do better. Okay? I'm going to need you guys to do better. Instead of coming on YouTube always talking about black women, y'all need to talk amongst your brethren. It's to see what you guys need to do to be better. Because we need black men to be better. Our children need black men to be better. Our children need y'all to be better. Okay? Our children need y'all to be better. Okay? So it's not just about black women, but our children. What about our black children? Our black children need y'all to be better. But things are steady getting worse and worse in the black community. So when we come on here talking about different things, it ain't, I know from me, as far as me, I can't speak for all black women, but as far as me, it's not coming from a place of hatred. It's not coming from a place of bitterness. If I hated black men, about every video I did would be about black men, would be about negativity towards black men. And I'd probably have a whole lot of subscribers and I'd probably be making a whole lot of money. You know, all you have to do is look on across my content. And I'm not on here bashing black men. But I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to lie and I'm not going to sugarcoat, because we got some serious issues going on in our community. And I'm going to call it like I see it. And then there's times that I come on here and address things concerning black women. Like that video, being the baby mama's not a flex. Is that video directed towards black men? If you hadn't had a chance to look at that, look at that. Being a baby mama is not a flex. I think that's the title of it. That video was directed towards black women. So there's times that I do address the women on here. Okay. So everybody that watches me on a regular basis know I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to tell it the way it is. And sometimes I address the white people too. If the white folks ain't doing right, racism or whatever, from time to time I'll talk about racism. Okay, I call it like I see it. I'm going to call it the way I see it. And it is what it is, and I'm going to call it the way I see it, and whatever's going on, I'm going to call it out. I don't care who you are. But I'm passionate about the black community. I want to see the black community do better. I want black men to be better. I want black women to be better. We all need to be better because of our children. Because of the children that we got coming up. We have to lead by example. So we don't have time to sugarcoat anything. I don't have time to be running around here sugarcoating stuff. You know, or just talking about, always coming on here talking about what black women do, like some of these red pill YouTubers on here. Female red pill YouTubers on here, they know who they are. Always talking about black women and what black women are doing, but I never address what black men are doing. Always talking about what black women are doing and black women's issues, but will never address black men's issues and what black men are doing. And then you guys get mad at the YouTuber by the name of Angry Biracial. You guys get mad at him because he calls it out. He calls out a certain percentage of black males' behavior that's detrimental in the black community. He comes on here and he calls it out. And you guys don't like that. But we need more men black men holding other black men accountable. That's what we need. But we don't have enough of that. But we need more of that. We need more black men holding other black men accountable, because at the end of the day, we get judged as a collective. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. We get judged as a collective. So it's very important that, we do hold a mirror up to each other, and let each other know, look, this is the issue that we have going on in the community, what we need to do to fix it. Talk about solutions. And I know I kind of got way off topic, but yeah, that's a big misconception about decentering men. It's not coming from a bitter. Women are not doing it because most women are not doing it because of bitterness or trying to get back at men or trying to get some type of change, make some men change in some type of way. Women are doing that for them. We're doing that for ourselves, and it's a protection. It's a protection. Even women that do desire to be married, okay, it's a protection because that woman's going to make better choices. It's a protection. Decentering men is literally a protection. Okay, because sometimes when women are male-centered, they don't make the right decisions concerning men. They don't make the right choices concerning men. So even if you want to get married and have a family, okay, you ain't part of the 4B movement, okay, it's still good to decenter men because you can make better choices and focus more on yourself. Focus more on working on yourself until a suitable male mate comes along. Work on yourself until a suitable mate comes along. Focus on you until that suitable mate comes along. That's what decentering men is all about. It's us women focusing on ourselves, working on ourselves, doing the inner work, doing the spiritual work, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels, financially, on all levels, doing the work, focusing on ourselves. Because we all know that when we get into these relationships, particularly marriages, we pour more into the men, that, particularly if we have children, we'll pour more into the men and children than we will pour into ourselves. And that is a problem. Women are pouring more into marriages. Women are pouring more into children that they're pouring into themselves. Then they don't have anything left for themselves. And that is the problem with getting into these marriages and having these children. They're so busy pouring into the family that they don't have nothing left to pour into themselves. And that is a problem. And a lot of women are starting to realize that that's a problem. And so that's why a lot of women are coming to that decision to forego marriage and children and all that. But as I said in other videos, there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting that. But it's good to decenter men, focus on yourself, and work on yourself until that suitable mate comes. Okay, hit me up in that comment. I gotta go, but hit me up in that comment section. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share, and hit that like that pushes the algorithm up, and share this video so this message can get out to more people. Okay, until the next video, you guys be blessed.